And joining us now is criminal defense attorney and former federal prosecutor Tony Brass. And thank you so much for joining us. I'll first bring up the notion that they're talking about a case for either first-degree murder, which really requires premeditated versus second degree. Where do we stand on that? Because a kitchen knife is also part of the big evidence.
Well, the difference is one that people often don't appreciate. Premeditation can happen very, very quickly, and it can happen in a very subtle way. All it means is that someone has thought about killing somebody and had a moment to reflect about it. The kitchen knife is a crucial piece of evidence because the murder didn't happen inside, it happened outside. And so that kitchen knife had to get there somehow. And so the moment someone accused of murder has also thought enough to grab a kitchen knife and bring that into play in a different location, that it means they thought about stabbing this person. The only other explanation would be that they needed to defend themselves, but that doesn't really present itself here. This seems like enough to support premeditation, so I see why it's charged as a first-degree murder.
So let's talk about the role of the suspect's sister. Now, there are charging documents. It's showing text messages, which we showed in Da Lin's piece, and she's discussing Lee having a dispute with her brother. In fact, she says, we kind of detailed exactly what that message said. So can you talk about where that comes into play in this?
Well, it comes into play because it shows a dispute between the two men from before the time of the murder. It shows that she already knew that he was going to come down hard, in her words, right? That's what she said. He really came down hard on you. So it was known that he had a lot of anger, rancor, and came into the situation hot. So you add a kitchen knife to that, and you have a really dangerous situation where murder was certainly one of the things he was leaving open, creating an option for murder. And that is enough to support premeditation.
All right, so let's talk about the evidence that the police have right now. This is what we know so far. There's surveillance video of the two of them walking late into the evening before the murder. We have a weapon. We're talking about the kitchen knife. And we have the text messages. So where does that stand for the defense?
It's a tough case for the defense because, you have motive and opportunity, right? We have both men together. We have both men in a dispute that leads one to be angry enough that everyone seems to know he's angry. And then we have a weapon that had to be brought into the situation from a kitchen. So the murder didn't happen in the kitchen. So the fact that the defendant came in angry, brought a knife, a deadly weapon into the situation, and the video shows that he was with the victim. It's that motive and opportunity and a source of real anger.
Well, clearly both sides building their case right now. I want to thank you so much.